desire of a car has always been single greatest desire of a car. Because a car does a lot of great things, but honestly in India, it's the most difficult thing to do is to park a car. All I wanted from a car was, instead of going another 10 kilometers per hour faster, if it could just come to a parking space and just for 15 feet move sideways. I don't want to travel 15 kilometers sideways, only 15 feet sideways. Is it a very bad expectation? After all, it's a moving vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
There are engineers who know how to make the car work. So why can't those engineers simply build the capacity to move 15 feet sideways? Such a great help, no? In 70, 80 years, 90, no, more than 100 years since cars have existed, except for some very concept cars, no car still has that ability. Is there any customer who wouldn't want it? Any of you would say that, no, I don't want to buy such a car. We'll all want it. So these guys must be really stupid not listening to customers now. See, the important thing is, customers will always have a demand. What's the most important thing about a customer having a demand? No, actually you'll be surprised. You know, one of the statements that when at least when I'm taking engineering classes in Delhi, the first thing I tell them is, you should never listen to a customer. But what's the most important thing about a customer having a demand?
Keeping his data safe?
No. What is the most important thing about the fact that the customer has expressed a demand? Like I have expressed a demand that I want the car to move sideways.
He's aware of something more than maybe something somebody has made them aware, or something where he is finding some inconvenience, so he feels that some.
Yes and no. So, see, Dubai may be the wrong place to ask this question because some of you may have an expression of an answer. Tell me, how many of you will go to a boat manufacturer? So you might go to a car manufacturer to say, why don't you give me a car which moves sideways? How many of you will go to a boat manufacturer and say, please give me a sail which I can furl up with a single hand instead of needing two hands to winch it up? Any of you are sailors? Anyone? Hands? Hands up? No. Great. So that's fabulous, despite being in Dubai. Okay. But you will not go into that. Why? You are not interested in that subject. In the subject of a car, yes, you still feel, oh, I think it will be a great thing if I ever met a car engineer, I would love to talk to him about that. But on the subject of boats, it's not a subject of interest. So the fact that a customer expresses a desire for a new feature is a great sign that the customer is interested in your product. The problem is we sometimes become defensive about it, thinking that, oh my God, the customer has asked for this. If you don't give it, maybe the customer will be an unhappy customer. The answer is no. It is great that customers ask you for features. It is fabulous. Does it mean that we should not respond to it? No, we should respond to it, but we should respond to it ensuring that we do the right thing for the customer. The reason why the car manufacturers don't respond to you for your need to move the car sideways is not because it is impossible to engineer. It is not practical to engineer it, give it to you at the same cost, and not compromise the safety of the car when it is moving forwards and backwards. Because it requires to ensure that the way the axles will work, and if the axles have to work in a manner which allows the car to move forward and backward as well as make single turns versus move 90 degrees, that to make it secure enough and safe enough for you will simply shoot up the cost of the car, which will not be worth it for you. It's not that they cannot do it, but will it be worth it for you? So the question is, do you respond to a customer's demand with the interests of the customer in mind, or do you respond to a customer's demand to tick something off, saying that great, customer asked, I gave it, life is good. So the subject of cloud has been a very contentious subject from the time that cloud has come into existence, and many people have a very misguided view about what is Tally's viewpoint on the cloud. I don't know about Dubai. I cannot stand here and claim something about Dubai, but I can make one claim about India. That the Almighty has been really, really great to us, that people trust the brand name Tally. And they trust it enough to say that if Tally goes and tells them, come, give me your data and put it on my cloud,